I'm pleased and honored to be with all of you. It is my singular honor to welcome you to a program, a technological advancement that is changing the world. It's changing the world in a very fast space. Okay? And I know all of us have got this, which is a mobile phone. Every one of us has got a mobile phone. As long as a person has got a mobile phone, that person has the opportunity to first impact the world, and second, that person has the opportunity to make some significant income. A lot of people don't know. And as a professor of analytics, artificial intelligence, data analytics, machine learning, and robotic engineering, I know how powerful this could change the world, and it is already changing the world. Data is oil. Data is oil. The scramble for oil. This is data now. Artificial intelligence is the current electricity. It is poised to overtake, it's taking over electricity by 1,700%. If you thought for once that electricity has held the world, oh, believe it, AI will help the world 1,700 times more than electricity. But AI depends on something. AI depends on data. Without pictures, without videos, without documents, without music, AI is not existing. And that is why anybody who understands where the world is going will appreciate this. Why do I know? Take some of the top billionaires in the world. Elon Musk, he is into electric cars and SpaceX. Why would he go and buy a technological asset called Twitter and rename it as X? Why will he do that? Because wisdom is the ability to see what is obvious when it's a secret. Why will Mark Zuckerberg, who is already the owner of Facebook, why will he go and buy Instagram and WhatsApp? Because wisdom is knowing the obvious when it's a secret. Okay? Why will Amazon start doing everything online and start using drones, technological drones to move their things? Because wisdom is knowing the obvious when it's a secret. Okay? Google, Netflix, all of these gigantic institutions are thriving because of the technology moving in the world. So if anybody is not earning, is not doing well with his technology, that person doesn't know where the world is going. You cannot use this machine and not be earning from this machine. Research shows that people, every single person, ideally, every single person using the mobile phone should earn at least $1,000. And a lot of people don't know that. I'll show you some of these things today. All right. So what is our organization? It's called GotBackUp. What it does is to help the ordinary person from nowhere to everywhere. From nowhere to everywhere. It began in 1997 in Gatineau, Quebec, Canada. Then relocated to Texas, Antonio. Okay. And the reason is because in Texas, the fiber optic system is the best in the United States. Okay. And we know this already. So that is where most of the, Facebook, Google, that's where they pioneered from, because of the fiber optics in those places. And GotBackUp is there. But the key point is that why are we here? And this is why. Right now, 18.22 billion mobile phones are going to be used next year. Right now, it's 15 billion. Next year, 18.22 billion. You know what that means? It means that a lot of people are using the mobile phone, but it's going to increase. Now, watch this. If people are using the mobile phone and the mobile phone is going to increase, it means data is going to increase. Data is already increasing. You look at your phone. You used to have 1 or 2 pictures. Now you have over 500 pictures. People are sending you, even if you are not sending to people. Your data is growing. Your data is growing. Sometimes you get choked and you even want to delete some of the things in there. But let me tell you something. The industry of the cloud space that tries to protect your data, store it. You remember the days of diskettes? Then we move from diskette to CD-ROM. We move from CD-ROM to DVD-ROM. Then we move from DVD to pen drive, to discs, SanDisk, pen drive. Now, then we move to external hard drive because we can't carry it. Now, these are all external. They are physical. You know what the world is doing now? We are going into the cloud. Let me tell you how that is powerful. Because the cloud can store zettabytes of information that any of these things cannot expect. If you take a pen drive, the pen drive has an expiry date. The external hard drive has an expiry date. In fact, it can even get lost. But when you have everything of yours in the cloud, you can put your phone away. You can take somebody's phone. You can access all your data anywhere in the world. Your phone can be lost and you can still have it. That is why, look at the industry. There are just some few players in the industry. This year alone, they are making $134 billion. The people in the industry are not even up to 20. They're making $134 billion. Just 5 years' time, the number will go to almost $500 billion. Look on the far right there, $500 billion. Do you know what that means? What it means is that only those few people are going to earn that income. We are privileged. GotBackUp is allowing you and I to be part of this market share so that we can be part owners of this GotBackUp. And this is why it will work. It will work because everything is going to happen on the phone. Everyone here is addicted to his phone. Believe it or not, 88% of people will go back home if they forget their phone. Okay? 73% of people will use their phone in the toilet. I'm one of them. Okay? That's why I do all my incantations and the permutations. So we have become so addicted to the phone that we use it for TV. We use it for alarm. We use it for DSTV. We use it for radio. It's like we are using the phone. The phone used to be something you just put it on your ears. Now people don't even make calls. They don't make calls. They use WhatsApp calls. They use Facebook calls. They use other things. So begin to ask yourself, why is it that this very thing is taking, that's why Netflix is doing billions of dollars with a phone. That's why DSTV, they did not only take a TV, but they moved also to a phone app. That is why a lot of the gigantic industries are pushing their things onto the laptops and iPads and phones. That is the reason why we are here. That is why this organization is thriving, and it is going to thrive to $1 billion. Number two, 45% of cell phone users have damaged their phone. They've lost the data. 5,700 screens are cracked every hour. A laptop is stolen every 43 seconds. A phone is stolen every 43 seconds. And you know what people say? They will tell you that my problem is not with the phone. My problem is with the information in the phone. So the issue is not with the phone, but it's with the informational content. Data is everything. Data is all. Data is everything. Data is what you need. And that is why people tend to go for cloud space. The second reason why we are here is because everybody wants to earn some extra income. I'm a doctor, I'm a professor, I'm in multiple universities, I have my business, and so what? If you have a lot of people you want to help, you want to be able to get more so that you can help them. That's why a lot of Generation Z people are using the social media. You see, people are not using, some people are not using the social media for a joke. I have a friend who makes almost $55,000 on average every month in the social media. You can do well. In fact, many young ones, the Generation Z, are using that to generate lots of income. In other words, you can't rely on your salary alone. It's a dangerous move. Whether you're a doctor, a professor, an engineer, even billionaires. You can't depend. Watch most of the billionaires in the world. They have multiple businesses. Dangote has multiple businesses, not only cement and sugar. He has multiple businesses. Bill Gates has multiple businesses that he works. Mark Zuckerberg, he has Facebook, he has Instagram, he has that. Okay. Elon Musk, he has multiple businesses. You can't depend on single income and think that the world will be safe. One business can go down, another can go up. COVID showed that. So what GotBackUp does is that it combines these two situations, puts them together, and then gives us an opportunity to leverage on all this. As I speak to you, GotBackUp started in April 2023. It's now in 137 countries. That is huge. 137 countries. Ladies and gentlemen, we have exceeded 100 mark on this call, okay? And that shows how incredible GotBackUp is exceedingly moving. Just under 1 year, the company is in 137 countries. Let me tell you why. Because there is no physical location except the United States. There's no physical location except the US. And so what it means is that they are not incurring multiple courses across multiple industries. That's not what they are doing. That is not what they are doing at all. What they are doing is that they are giving you and I the opportunity to operate in our own world with our phone. That is why GotBackUp is going to thrive. So what is it? It's like Dropbox. It's like Google Drive. It's like iCloud. It's like WeTransfer. It's like iDrive. But it is 13 times more than them. What do I mean? Let me just give you a couple of examples. If you are using Google Drive and you are paying, okay, you will get 2 terabytes. And when you get 2 terabytes, you have to pay $120 every year. Now, Dropbox is the same thing. You pay $120 every year for 2 terabytes. GotBackUp, you pay $100. That is $20 cheaper, but you don't get 2 terabytes. You don't get 3, you get 6 terabytes. 3 times the terabytes that you will get if you are using iPhone, iCloud, if you're using Google Drive. You know what that means? It means that you are getting more value, but at a lesser price. This is significant. Now, we've already said that you will need this. If you don't need it now, believe me, you will need it. It's only a matter of time. You need it. Also, when you look at iCloud, you have only one account. Most of these ones, you have only one account, but GotBackUp gives you the opportunity to have 6 accounts. But you see, you can also get 6 accounts in iCloud, but you have to pay $360. But here, for just $100, you will have the opportunity to be able to move in that regard. Okay? So, what do all this mean? Look at the operating system, iPhone like this. If you are using iPhone, that is only when you can use iCloud. If you're not using iPhone, you can't use iCloud. So it's like it's endemic. You see, iPhones are very, very protective. They are very, very protective. You know, so sometimes some music you can't even play unless you are on the Apple market. GotBackUp allows you to use it on an iPhone, use it on Android phone, use it on MacBook, use it on Windows, use it on Linux laptop, use it on any operating system in the world. You can use a GotBackUp. It's universal. It's universal, but there's more. It's highly secure. The security is equal to the security of Google. In fact, when I read the security system, and I'm a data security person, when I read the security system, it is the same security system that Amazon uses. It is called 256 military grade encryption and security. That is a higher security system. The lowest, I mean, some of the companies that claim to have the highest security, they have 128. But this is 256 military grade, because that is what the military people use to track a very tactical program. GotBackUp allows you to have that security. Right now, it is seated on a 10,000 square feet in US. In case there's even flood, earthquake, Armageddon, tsunami, cyclone, there's a third-party data center across the world that your data is still highly secure. Your data is not lost in any way. You can do bulk email, you can do personalized email, you can do automated, all of this at the cost of $100 a year. So for me, who has been using Dropbox for several years, I realized that this is a no-brainer. I'm showing you some of the emailing systems that I have done here. Okay, sending email. You can send as bulk as 30,000, 100,000 emails with just one click. It is going to multiple people, but you sent it one message. It even personalizes the names of the people for you. You can be a VIP member. Go for the Viduba. That would allow you to take one video and broadcast it to all the social media handles at the same time. That is, for me, unique. You can have the amazing memory plays. We've done that already in our Sunday event. You can have your unique promo link and multiple other things. But here's the key thing. Right now, nowhere in the world, please take note, there is no cloud storage organization in the world that pays you. Let me give you an example to appreciate this. Ladies and gentlemen, watch this. Some of you are using Netflix. Are you paid for using Netflix? No. Are you paid for using DSTV? No. Are you paid for using Amazon Prime? Those of you who watch movies on Amazon Prime or Disney Plus? No. Are you paid for using an iPhone? No. Are you paid for using Google Drive? No. Do you know what that means? It means they are taking your money, but they are giving you nothing. GotBackUp gives you income. At least you could be earning between $500 and $500,000 every month, depending, of course, on how you work. I'll show you. But before I show you that, I want you to please understand this. There are 7 incomes you can earn in GotBackUp. Some of the incomes are huge. I can't talk about all of them. The first income is known as customer acquisition. Okay, so how do you get an income? First is forget about the income, because the income is going to come anyway. What you want to do rather is to use the service. So you buy the service. How much is the cost? It's just $100 for the whole year. For the whole year. Now, if you want to be a member, you pay a one-time fee of $20. And then you buy the service, which is $100. The one-time fee, you don't pay again, but $100, which is the $99.97 you see here. That's what you pay every year. Now, this is something that some are already paying. Now, if you are not already paying that, what it means is that you will pay in a matter of time because your data will grow. But more so, if you find it difficult to pay that amount of income, I tell you, then it means that you need income. So you want to rather even stay here and make some income. That $120 for the first year and subsequent year, $100 is nothing compared to what you will get. It's just nothing. Anyway, once you have paid and started, the moment you pay, you will get the app straight on your phone. You can also put it on your other phones. In fact, you can put it on as many as 1 million phones. You can also put it on multiple laptops and iPads. It's yours. It's the same username you're using on all of them. Then, if this part is not by force, if you want to earn some income like we are earning, all you do is that you call your friend or any of the friends you have, family, co-workers, acquaintances, enemies, anybody. Tell the person you have good news for them. You see, the reason why you have to tell the person you have good news for them is because you don't want to give a clue of what this is, because you might not be an expert presenter of this great service. You cannot explain it fully like the way some of the leaders will explain. So you don't want to start something that a person is going to ask you questions, then you don't know what to say about it. You see the thing? So what you want to do is that once you tell the person, I have good news for you, if you like, ask anybody. The person will tell you that what is a good news. You know, most of the time, that's what people say. What is a good news? Now, once they tell you what is the good news, yours is not to reveal the good news. It's called the psychology of the human mind. Don't reveal the good news. At that point in time, just tell the person, I will let you speak to the leaders, a particular leaders or some of the leaders for you to understand. Yours is to bring the person to us. We have meetings like this that will explain. If the person cannot come, you can make a special arrangement for one of the leaders to speak to the person for you whilst you listen. If the person can still not do that, then you send a recording to the person. But don't decide that because you are a member of the GotBackUp and because you have a small idea about it, you will start. Oh, it is about cloud space. You will download, you will upload, and you make more money. No. People are tired of those things. You see, this is a very good thing. I won't lie to you, but the way you will say it can make it look like it's not good to somebody. For those of us who have learned, we have learned how to do this sort of project. We know that the best way to even talk to a person is when you are seated on the table with your laptop in front of you and you're speaking to the person. This is a big thing. It's a multi-billion-dollar organization, and we don't want to cheapen it and throw it at somebody. This is unique. Anyway, once a person decides to want to get a service after we have explained to them, the company will pay you 50% instantly. This is instant. So if the person makes the $100, you get $50. Now imagine every month you have only 4 people who are getting the $100. Do you know what that means? And by the way, the number of people in the world are not even up to 65,000. We just started. Africa, we are not even up to 5,000. We just began. So here's the thing. If you get $200 every month, just on this income, remember this income is the smallest income. It's the smallest. This is the one I'm talking about. It's called customer acquisition. This customer acquisition is the smallest. And imagine you're earning $200. Look, it can buy fuel for someone. So this is unique. This is significant for somebody. $200 anywhere in the world, to your ordinary person is good. But for those people who are in a bit of developing economies, this is huge, because when you convert that dollars to your current depreciated currency, you notice that it is significant. It is more than the average salary of a typical graduate. But that is not the income you're looking for, actually. That's a tiny bit. What happens is this. The next sort of income you are going to earn is income you are going to earn not only from your effort, but from the effort of people you don't even know. Now, this is the significant aspect of this organization, which is what it's called leverage. I'll give you an example. So let's say that you have been able to sponsor only 2 people into this organization, and they are enjoying the service, they are using it, they are loving it, just 2. And you are earning probably, $100 because of these 2. And I have sponsored like 100 people. Oh, by the way, I've sponsored more than 100 people. But let's assume I have sponsored 100 people. Because you are in my organization, you will be paid not on your 2 people, but on 102 people. It's significant. It's called leverage. The power, that leverage, Mark Zuckerberg understood it. That is why when he got a Facebook, he didn't keep Facebook to himself and only to his family. No, he gave you and I the opportunity to also come into the Facebook so that we can control our family pictures, videos, and even create groups on the Facebook. Today, that is why Mark Zuckerberg is a billionaire. It's called leverage. You leverage on the capacities of other people. And this organization gives us the opportunity. Now, when you do that, this is how you're going to get the next kind of income. First, to get the next level of income, apart from the customer acquisition income, the next level of income is called Tier 1 and Tier 2. Tier 1 and Tier 2 is for those that are copper, silver, and gold. Copper, silver, and gold. They are Tier 1. And then after platinum, they are Tier 2. Now, let me show you something. This is incredible. To become, when you get your first person, that's you. When you get your first person into the organization, who is happy? The company will make you a bronze. So first person is bronze. You don't need hundreds of people to become bronze. You just need 1 soul in your bronze. Then you get another person on your other side, which is your right side, you become copper. Now from copper, you have to now generate 4 on one side, 2 on the other side. It's called cycle. This is what I mean. You have 2 people, all right, but you need 6 people in your team, which you don't have to introduce them. The other people above you or below you can introduce those people. And once the number is 6, you, together with your 2, including your 2, you will start earning Tier 1 Tier 1 cycles. And this is incredible. This is incredible because this income is almost equal to the one that I spoke about. Then you add to that number, okay, all the greens are people that you have introduced, and you will grow. Once you get these 2 people, you are copper. Once you help one of them to also get 2 people, you are silver. And at that point of silver, you become to realize that there's a significant way in which you grow your existence. You see, at that stage, when you're about to get to gold, that is when you know you've arrived, because at that point, you're going to make significant income. Let me show you something. As a gold, you should have 5 people that you have introduced into the organization. 5 people personal. Now, the blue people are people that were introduced by the one you got into the organization, not the one you brought yourself. And the S people are spillovers, people that you don't even know from Adam, who are still part of the organization, brought by somebody. Anyway, to be gold, and this is the most important one, to be gold, you have to have 5 people. And then together in your team, not in your spillovers, but in your enrollment team, you should have 25 people. That's a gold. It is from gold that you know you are earning significant income of at least $1,000. And this income of at least $1,000 can do some incredible thing. I was talking to a certain billionaire's son, and I asked him, getting $1,000 in addition to your current income, will it make a difference? He told me, Doc, it will make a huge difference. You see, these people, these billionaires, they take every little dollar as an important thing. And at that point of a goal, you have reached a leadership position. Let me tell you one income you will get, apart from the tier cycle. You see, I've spoken about tier cycles here. Let me show you something. The beauty of this thing is that I've spoken about these tier 1 cycles. This tier 1 cycle is for those that are copper, silver, and gold. I've spoken about tier 2 cycle. Tier 2 cycles are for those that are platinum all the way up to black diamond. Now, I want to talk about one particular income, very crazy income, and that is called cycle match. Oh, by the way, these are all the incomes that one can earn. Okay, each column is an income. Cycle match is that the people that you personally introduced or sponsored into the GotBackUp family, the people you personally sponsored, all you got to do is that the company is going to pay you on each one of them, depending on the level you are. So if you are Sapphire here, okay, all the people that you have personally introduced, you will earn 25% on everything that they are getting, on their cycles that they have earned. So let's say that each of your friends is earning $1,000, then there are 10 of them. You are going to earn 25% of the $1,000. So that means you're going to earn $250 times the 10. That is $2,500. You're going to earn that on that. That is because you are a Sapphire. But watch this. What if you're a black diamond? Which is where I'm going. Because you know where I am now? I am a ruby now. So I'll make 50% on the income of all the 100 people that I have actually sponsored. The reason why I've paused is because it's a bit scary. But you see, wisdom is knowing what is obvious, even when it's a secret. When you understand the principles of life, you work within that lifespan. As a black diamond, if you have your 10 persons, just 10, it can be more. Like I said, I have over 100. Okay, but if you have just 10, and each one of them has also become a black diamond, watch it, they're black diamond. Each one of them have also become a black diamond. You could earn up to, that means not beyond, up to $20,000 on each one of your blacks. So, because each one of them is going to make a $20,000 maximum. Because you are match checking, watch it, you are match checking 100%. You are cycle matching 100% of their income. So whatever income they are earning in their cycle, you will earn 100% of that same money. And there are 10 of them. So if each one is earning $20,000, you will earn $20,000 times 10. That is $200,000 on just the cycle match alone. You see, apart from this, by the way, there are other incomes you can earn, which is called the rank pool bonus. Is for those going here, and then finally the leadership bonus. They are incredible incomes that one can also earn. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you why sometimes people see these things and they toy with it. They toy with it. And the reason why they toy with it is that first thing that comes into their mind, this is too good to be true. And this is a system we have simulated. When I say simulated, we've created an artificial multiple streaming simulations. Like the simulation has done as if 100 million people have come into the system. And using the simulation, I did program and code. Using the simulation, you will be able to know that if this number of people come into the system, this is the amount of income that has already been generated. I can give you a couple of examples to even appreciate it more. Okay? Now, imagine that just 3 people have got into the conversation. Each one has paid how much? Each of the 3 people have paid $120, Abby. Okay. Now, you, the person who sponsored those people, you will get $50, Abby. Okay, good. So how much is in the coffers of the company? $70, right? So the company has all these $70. Now watch something. If there are 3, it's going to be $70 times 3 people, right? Okay. What if that there are not 3 people, but let's say 1 million people have joined the system? If 1 million people have joined the system, the company will have $70 times 1 million people. That is 70 million people. This is the revenue the company has generated. And the company is going to give 75% of that out. Are you getting the point? The company will still have millions of dollars to give to the people. Remember that the people that are in the organization, it's not all of them who are going to earn this income. The people that are going to be earning the income are people who have introduced somebody. So there could be, watch it, there could be just 1 million people, but only 10,000 people of the 1 million have introduced people. So the 10,000, 1 million. So the 990,000 people, they just have gotten into the thing. They have not introduced anybody. So the 10,000 people alone will be earning that $60 million. I get my point. That is why I know how powerful this thing can be. So it's not like the company doesn't know where the income is coming from. They know we know where the income is coming from. And this income, $70, is even after they have paid the $50 instant customer acquisition bonus out. Or after they pay that one out, they are still having $70. Okay, this is after they paid out to give to the person who introduced this way, but that person hasn't qualified to be a copper, so they can't give it to that person. It's beautiful. The income that you are going to earn this income from copper. So when you have introduced one person into the company, you are only going to earn $50 for that one person. The 70 goes back to the company. So if you are the only one in the company will still have income. That is a beauty. That is why I know this company will still generate income enough to pay back to people. Now, let me get towards the end, and then I'll tell you a story. All you got to do in this organization is to just become copper. What do I mean to become? Just become copper means once you get on board, get one person on your left, get one person on your right, you're copper. From there, everything will fall into place. Anybody that joins your organization, help this guy to also become copper. One person on his left, one person on his right. Help this guy to become copper. One person on his left, one person on his right. That's it. Now, they are not selling to the people. They are helping the people. You see, in this organization doesn't only give you a cloud storage service, and that's it. You also get something we call community knowledge. You will get knowledge in significant way you've never imagined before. There is something we call unique value proposition. You will learn how to become a better lawyer, a better housewife. When I say better housewife, not in terms of morality, but how to use your housewife to generate even further revenue for yourself you never even thought about. You are more powerful than you can imagine. You learn all of this as part of this organization. So there's a lot of personal development. That's what I mean. There's a lot of personal development that you will get in this organization. Many people will get. How do you start? I've said it already. One time, $20. Every year or not every month, you pay $99.97 every year. This is cheap. This is cheap. This is cheap, depending on how you know businesses are run. For example, if you want to set up a provision store business, you will never be able to set it up with $99.97. You won't, nowhere. And yet you could be making significant income if, of course, you work. Please note, this is not a get rich quick anything. This is work. Get to work. And of course, we're already working and we are not even earning the income that we are supposed to earn. So getting this one done and earning it is significant. I don't tell you, it's significant. And a lot of people will recognize this when this thing have blown into proportion. I have something for you. Once you become a member of the GotBackUp, you will have your own website, your own personalized online office. You will have training that will build you. I know people in our organization, some of them were battered women living in a frustrated home. Once they join our organization, they have become better. They feel free. They feel confident. Their husbands see them and they see that, no, you have grown, you have become better, you have become confident, and they love that. You will be more. You will do more, and you will have more. The community partnership is significant, and people are yet to see that. There's a service we have, everybody needs. How do I know everybody needs? Because everybody is having this. So many people have this. There's a service we need. There's a project that anybody can afford. I know someone who is earning 500 cedis, Ghana cedis, Ghana currency. And that person said he's having 4 children and 1 wife, and it's difficult for him to get that. As I explained the reason why he has to do this and increase his income, and I told him what he should do if he thinks he doesn't have income. He did that. And today, he's able to earn more than the 500 cities that he is actually earning. It's time to turn your dreams into reality. See, life doesn't reward you because you wish. Life rewards you because you know. Everything is hard. Sometimes we look at all the reasons why something will not work instead of looking at the reasons why it will work. Everything is risky. See, if you decide not to do this, it's risky because you don't know what's going to happen in December. So many things are going to change the world. There's so much election. You just don't know what will happen in your country. Some people were living in Ukraine. 10 p.m., they were bombed. They have to leave their countries. And many have scattered, many have died. You just cannot predict tomorrow. Life is already risky. Don't make it harder. Take risks. Of course, do calculated risks. And if you don't understand, please ask. Because life will reward you by virtue of the risks you take. Then it will not reward you. You see, doing nothing because you don't want to take risks will bring nothing. It is gravity. Number two, you can't rely on your salary alone. You can't even rely on your business job alone, business work alone. Life is full of uncertainty, so anything can happen. Illness can hit you. Your physical, agility is gone. Pension can hit you. Accident can happen. The economy can turn around. Anything can happen. You got to have backups. You got to have dollars coming in, not just your local currency, so that in case of depreciation of the currency, you have a backup. You just don't know. You might do all the schooling, but the schooling is not opening jobs for you. Even the jobs are hard to get. And when you get, it's even difficult to get a salary that would need. On Monday morning, the heart attack rate rises by 34%. And people are going to jobs they don't like. In this organization, it doesn't matter your level of education, PhD or Dutch passport, you can do it. It doesn't matter whether you're an employee. Like anybody can be part of this. I don't know. Sometimes I wish people would just do it. Sometimes I wish people just do it. Whatever will happen should happen. That's right. Just do it. Yeah, do it knowing very well that it's going to break out. It's going to spoil. And do it. Just take the chances. Because the people you meet, the chances you take, the faith that you have, that is what is going to define you. Do you think now is the best time for you to get some extra income, or you think 2025, 2028 is the best time? Please decide well. Nobody will force you. You have a decision. The word decide comes from the word side, like suicide, like genocide, like homicide, like insecticide. These words are deadly. They carry the idea of death. The same way decision is about life and death. What you are about to do or not to do today could define the next chapter of your life. Please, I give you the pen. I didn't promise you it's going to be easy. I promise you that it will be hard. But I also promise you that it will be worth it. You will pass through your Red Sea, but you will get to your Canaan. You will go through that desert, but you will reach your promised land. I promise you both pain and gain is better because there is no gain without pain. Greatness is born out of adversity. You've got to fight your battle before you win your own war. Nobody is coming for you and I. Not even Mahama, not Osama, not Nana, or the other one, Obama. You can't. You've got to take the bull by the horn and fight your fight. You've suffered so much. We've all suffered so much. It's not the government that is going to save you. You save yourself. When you become better, everything around you becomes better. You got to be fed up with some of the problems that you've gone through. You got to be fed up with the economy that you live in. You got to be fed up with always waiting for things to happen before you make things happen. You got to be fed up with what your family have been going through. And you'll be always waiting on the undeserved kindness of God to come when it has already come. He has rained his rain. All you and I have to do is to get a barrel. Some of us have gotten a cup. That's why things are not happening the way we want. Why is it that those who are not serving him are seemingly doing well? Because it is already scattered. It's already scattered. Take chances. Take chances because they could be the last chapter of your life. I keep saying that we all have a decision to make today and tomorrow, but the end of that decision will be clearer. I have not lost. You will not lose. You always will win. You know why? Because winning is in the mind. So ladies and gentlemen, I want to say a big thank you today for being on the call. I know some of you may have some questions.